Today in GTA 5 Online, we have another exciting video topic to jump into. This week, the event is all about vehicles, and while the money bonuses aren't really that great yet again, we do actually have one good property at discount, but we've also got a large selection of discounted vehicles and removed vehicles as well. It's definitely going to be an event that's worth spending your money on, and so today we're going to be breaking down all of the best vehicle deals. We're going to highlight which ones are worth your investment, and I'll also advise you on which ones that you should skip out on. We'll talk about all the unique features with these cars, the performance stats like their speed, braking, handling characteristics, acceleration, etc. And also, we're going to explore some other cool land plus air vehicles in GTA this week. So make sure to keep an eye out as well for my removed vehicles guide dropping tomorrow, because in addition to the discounted vehicles, we also have a bunch of cars that were removed from purchase from in-game websites last summer, and they've been brought back into the game for a limited time this week as well. And with that being said, let's jump into things. Starting off, we do have 40% off the Pagani Osiris for $1.17 million. The Osiris is definitely going to be a standout DLC supercar in this game. It's got really good acceleration, which is going to slightly outpace the Zentorno if you go head-to-head with it, thanks to the superior traction and also the fact that the Osiris is all-wheel drive. Another plus with all-wheel drive is that you're going to get enhanced cornering stability with the Osiris, so that's great. It performs very well off-road too, surprisingly, especially when you fit it with off-road tires. Not that this is an off-road car by any means, but if you want good performance off-road with a supercar in GTA, this might be your go-to. And while this car's top speed is 122 miles an hour, I'd say it's respectable, but it's not going to be nearly as quick as newer supercars and newer sports cars that have released since the Osiris was added into the game. You also lack suspension upgrades with this car at Los Santos Customs, but honestly, it's not too big of a deal because this car already has an extremely low profile and a wide wheelbase, so you're going to get excellent stability by default with the Osiris. It's modeled closely after the real-world Pagani Huayra, and just like its real-life counterpart, the Osiris also features top-notch brakes in this game. Overall, I'd say it's definitely worth buying because even though it's an older DLC vehicle at this point, it still remains a very versatile choice for GTA Online free mode when it comes to supercars. Moving on to number 2, we have 40% off the Class E Jogger that's on sale for $1,122,000. The Jogger is an off-road beast that's going to give you great acceleration. It has a top speed of 117 miles an hour, and that's what makes it an automatic standout in the off-road vehicle category in my opinion. While of course it's not going to compete with sports or supercars on the pavement, it still excels off-road. It handles all of the roughest terrains in the north of Los Santos with total ease just because you get that ultra-high ground clearance, you get large tires, and a really cool suspension setup. The braking as well as cabin protection aren't going to be on par with other high-performance vehicles like I was talking about before either, but the Jogger still offers very good advantages like excellent stability and control off-road that we were talking about. And besides the Camacho, if you want another meta choice for off-roading in GTA Online, the Jogger is definitely going to be the way to go. It is inspired by the Chevy off-road concept, so you can expect that same heavy handling but smooth turn management, and overall, this is just a super pleasurable as well as exhilarating driving experience for those of you guys out there who like to off-road in GTA. Moving on to number 3, we have 40% off the Lamborghini Koda that's on sale for just over $1 million. The Lamborghini Koda is another well-rounded car in this game that's offered. It's a sports sedan, and so you're going to get a really good and balanced mix of performance features that we're going to talk about. Its top speed is 124 miles an hour, and it has excellent acceleration, so it's also going to be pretty competitive if you want to race with it, and if not, you still have an awesome vehicle for money-grinding pursuits in this game. Of course, the braking with the Koda is also going to be highly effective here, so you can have confidence that you'll be very precise with your movements when taking corners. I think this is a very agile car, and there's also really just no surprises hidden away with this car, honestly. The handling is just, I would say, generally solid. The only problem I would say that this car has is it may occasionally step out on you when you push it to its limits during a sharp turn, or if you're like rapidly accelerating out of a turn, but I think you'll find lots of cars do that as well. That's not a trait specific to the Koda. We've talked about other cars that do that here on the channel, especially in other weeks' discounted vehicle reviews, as well as my buyer's guides. That sliding is going to be manageable, and it can easily be corrected with a bit of skill or just time put in to learn what this vehicle is all about and the quirks it has. Overall, I'd say it's definitely worth grabbing this week while it's 40% off. off. Next, we do have 30% off all hangar properties, upgrades, and modifications. And owning a hangar in GTA Online is going to be an excellent strategic investment for several reasons here. Not only do you get provided that dedicated space to store and showcase your aircraft collection, but it also opens up a lucrative business opportunity through the air freight cargo missions. These basically involve you sourcing, collecting, and selling contraband using aircraft, and the profit potential has significantly increased here, especially after that December 2022 DLC update, which permanently tripled the payouts of the hangar business. To make the most money with that air freight cargo business, all you need to do really is focus on accumulating high valuable goods like the narcotics, chemicals, or medical supplies, and sell a fully stocked hangar with these items, and that's going to grant you a 70% sale bonus when you max out at 50 crates, and so you're going to be led to substantial profits right there. You can use your Sparrow helicopter from the Kasatka for your source missions. The Sparrow's speed and missile capabilities make it ideal for these missions, I would say, as the cargo can't be destroyed by explosives, so that's good to know. You can also take advantage of the new land source and sale missions that were introduced with the San Andreas Mercenaries update. These missions are definitely easier and quicker for solo players out there compared to some of the more time-consuming air source and sell missions. I would just avoid the slow missions like the submarine source mission and just restart the session if you need, so you can skip that one. And also this week, make sure you utilize your air freight cargo's technician, Rooster, so you can source cargo and he can source it for you. Normally it's $25,000, but it's 50% off this week, so $12,500 per crate source, and he will source on random 1 to 3 crates every 48 minutes completely passively for you, similar to the special cargo and warehouse technician. So that'll allow you to accumulate goods passively without active involvement with your business as well. You can also try out the 25-25 crate method to avoid glitches and ensure good payouts with your business. You could do 25 crates of narcotics and 25 crates of chemicals or even medical supplies, and basically that'll prevent any issues with selling large amounts at once, and this will also reduce the maximum bonus that you get slightly, but in a sense, honestly, it's a little bit better because you don't need to wait for the cooldown of selecting the same crate cargo over and over. You can bounce back and forth between them, so you're never on cooldown, just like you would be when you're sourcing crates for 2 different warehouses in the game. Now let's talk about some other air vehicle discounts. We do have 30% off the Buckingham Swift Deluxe on sale for $3.6 million. This is going to be one of the fastest and most maneuverable helicopters in the game with a top speed of 158 miles an hour, so that's faster than the Buzzard. It has very fast acceleration, and it's like a little bit agile in this game. It's definitely responsive. You can carry up to 4 players, and you have back seats, so you get access to assault rifles and light machine guns and things like that. But of course, there's no armor. You're pretty vulnerable. Just like 30% off the Buckingham Super Valido Carbon. We actually talked about this one a couple weeks ago. It's now on sale for $2.331 million. The difference between this one and the normal Super Valido is just the cosmetics. They have identical performance. It's not that great for grinding. You know, the skids, I guess, provide a little bit of stability during landing because they are on the larger side, and so they're going to be a little bit more usable, but this heli's not that great. It's just, again, a little bit agile here. You get no armor, things like that. We also have 30% off the Buckingham Kanata. This has the exact same performance as the weaponized Kanata, which also has the same performance as the Police Maverick, the Maverick we reviewed a couple weeks ago, as well as the Frogger. So you do get a good enough top speed and handling in the sky. Again, the skids give you good ground stability if you land while moving forward, and the absence of that tail rotor is going to, of course, give you that slight edge in safety and durability around obstacles compared to other helis that do have a tail rotor, especially one where it's exposed, so you're not going to clip it on any buildings and like blow up, or your heli rotors won't get destroyed, things like that. But the Kanata also isn't worth buying. It's just fast, that's it, and it even lacks the weapons that the weaponized Kanata has, and that's not on discount this week. We also have 30% off the Buckingham Volatus, as well as 30% off the Joe-built Vellum 5-seater, but honestly, when it comes to that heli and this plane, there's really not much to say. Neither of these are worth buying as well, but when it comes to what I recommend you buy, definitely buy that Pagani Osiris because it's a great car. Definitely buy the Declassy Jogger. I recommend you buy the Lamborghini Koda. Definitely pick yourself up a hangar, and I would recommend you just avoid the Swift Deluxe, the Super Valido Carbon, the Buckingham Volatus, as well as the Vellum 5-seater. None of those air vehicles are really worth it, but if you want them, of course, you can consider it. With all that said, though, we're going to be wrapping things up right here. Hopefully, you all enjoyed the video here today, and if you did, hopefully I earned your like on it. And of course, if you are new to my channel and you want to stay up to date with all the best GTA Online and Rockstar Games content, then please consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out on a single thing we post here on the channel. Also, check me out over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. I live stream GTA Online several times a week. Same with Red Dead Online. Thank you again so much for watching. Hopefully, you all have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys in my next GTA Online video tomorrow. Adios, amigos.